Good day. So I would be teaching you guys how to cartoon basically. So the first thing you're going to see is this screen here. This is a Photoshop CS6. Now the first step you're going to take is come here, this file, click it, then click on open, or you could press Ctrl O. You could press Ctrl O for open, or you can come to this file here and press open. Let me use this method. Open. Now this is what you're trying to do is to select the picture you want to use, and I think I have a preferred picture. Okay, this one. My system is a bit sluggish. I think it needs an upgrade or something. So the first thing you're gonna see is this and this layer here. Now this is where your layers is going to appear. Now I know this may sound confusing for those who don't know anything about Photoshop. I'm going to take you step by step on this training, even if you do not have Photoshop experience before. So once this shows up, you're gonna come here. Can you see where this cursor is? And press Ctrl J. Now once you do Ctrl J means duplicate. Now first layer is a layer 1. Now what you want to do next is to make the picture sharp. Most pictures are usually blur or not sharp enough, so what you're going to do is to come to this button here. You could see this normal. We're going to change it to something else, to linear light, then click on it. It's going to change the picture to something else, just don't worry. Then come here, this top layer here, click on filter, press go to others and high pass. Okay, once that is done, it's going to bring the sharpness. This is too sharp. I'm going to reduce it a bit. Okay, I think it's okay like this, and press OK. Now our picture is being sharpened. Now you could see this layer 1. The next step you're going to do, you must do what I'm asking you to do, if not it will not work as planned. So the next thing you're going to do is to press Ctrl plus Alt plus Shift and E. Now this is going to pop up. Now it is now in layer 2. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring out our smudge brush to start smudging. Now once people think the cartoon is you'd have to draw it. No, you don't have to draw it. All you're going to do is to brush on the skin to make it more. Let me zoom in and show you how I zoom in is Control and plus sign. To zoom out, Control and minus sign. Now let me zoom in and show you what. And to use the smudge, the next thing we're going to do is to smudge the skin to turn it to cartoon. And to do that, we're gonna come here. You could see this sign here, this one that looks like drop of water. You're gonna right click on it. Right click, you see smudge brush, click on it. Now come to this corner here, click on this button, this drop button. It's going to bring these brushes. Scroll down, look for a brush with the number 60. I'm coming. I think it's 65 also, but I'm going to see it soon. Okay, now we are going to let me check something. Okay, now the next step you're going to take is to look for the brush that would use. Now to do that, just come to this place here, click on it, look for the brush number 65. Okay, we've seen it, 65. Now this brush is what does the magic, the whole concept of everything. Now reduce it to the strength. This is where to reduce the strength to at least 35. Okay, 35. Now this is where it is very delicate, but let me show you something. To do that, you see where there is shadow, you brush where there's shadow, inside where there's shadow, where there's highlight, you brush where there's highlight, inside highlight. This is what will make your cartoon stand out. Now all the rubbish I've been saying is, let me brush this place and you would see what I'm saying. You could see the skin is turning smooth. Now this place that is smooth, do not make it past where you see dark places. This is just for the places that are dark. You see, I'm not pressing this place. This place is light. Now if I want to start where there's light, I'll remove my hand from left click. Now the way I did that was to press left click without removing my hand, then brush over slowly. You don't need to rush. You could reduce the brush strength for better quality depending on the picture you're using. Now to come to the next one, I would remove my hand from the left click, then come here, then press left click again without removing my hand, then continue again. Continue. So I want to mix it up. Where there's now the color has changed here again. Now I'm going to remove my hand from left click, then come here, then click left click again, and brush through, brush through, brush through, brush through, brush through, brush through. Remove my hand from left click again. So it is layer by layer, step by step. That's how it's been done. Step by step. Remove my hand again, click again. Step by step. Okay. Step by step. Step by step. So I'll pause the video and do the whole skin, and I'll resume. Or better still, let me just brush through so that you'd see what I'm doing, so that you would understand. Okay, let me just take my time so that you learn, since it is not a YouTube video, it is a training, although I might upload it on YouTube though. Well, it's not going to be free though. You would have to pay. You could see that I'm following things gradually. I don't have to rush. There are instances where I smudge art for at least 3 hours. The more time you spend on it, the better results you get. That's just it. So when you're smudging, do not make this smudge strength here be too much. If not, you're going to spoil all your smudge. Now I want to show you how to smudge around. You see this area, this cheek, you know that this side is like this, right? So I'm going to do it like this. Just follow everything, and once the brush strength is too much. Now the way I'm increasing and reducing this brush is this curly bracket. Look for curly bracket. I'm going to show you it's curly brackets. I'm going to edit it here so that you see what a curly bracket is. Now yeah, so, and mind you, the pattern at which the face faces, like the pattern at which the skin faces, that's where the pattern also mean. You know, the pattern of the eye is this side, so I'm going to do it like this. Going to do it like this. Going to do it like this. And when you come to this nose side, you have to be very careful. So you're going to do it gradually. Where there's highlight here, so I'm not going to enter inside of it. So I'm going to do it gently. I can increase and reduce my brush depending on what I want. So you have to be very careful not to draw from highlight to a dark skin. If you do that, it's going to look fake, and you don't want anything to look fake here. So this is a tutorial. Assuming I was doing an ad, actually it's going to take more time than this. Literally, it's going to take more time than this. I'm just trying to make the whole stuff not chunk up. Let me pause, and when I'm done, you would see the final result. Let me pause the video. Okay, I was able to do this skin. Now I left some part for you to see what I'm going to do here. Now this part are the eye, the nose, and the mouth. Now if you're editing, like if you're cartooning, you don't want to leave a part of it that it will look uncompleted or unrealistic or something. Now this nose part, you know that this part leans up, like it goes up. So when you're brushing, you also go up in that method too. I don't think I remember telling you this. And when you see that the brush is taken from another side, you could reduce it. You don't need to increase the brush too much. No, it doesn't matter. Just reduce it. Don't even make it 35. Make your brush to be 25. That way it will be better. You get more good result when you're smudging. And when you smudge, don't smudge one area and leave one area. Let's say this place, you could see it's not going to look real. You're going to make everything super smooth. You could see the way I'm smudging. This side, this side. I'm going to show you something at the eye side when you want to do the eye. So reduce. Okay, to do the eye, now you need to do these edges so that it will look smooth. And to do that, you're going to change your tool from smudge tool. You could remember this was the tool we were using, to pen tool. Now to use pen tool, you could press P, letter P on your keyboard, and you're going to bring it. Or you could come here and press it, but I recommend you just press P. Now you zoom in, click it, click this side. No, let's not use pen tool, that's too advanced for you. Let's use under tool. Let's use polygonal lasso tool. Now just to use this, using right click, left click, click the area you want to select. Now you click the edges of this. You could see now it's waiting for my next click. Sorry, my computer is doing this rubbish. I don't know what's wrong with it. Click it. Oops. Left click, left click, left click. You make small movement. Left click, just minor movement. Left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click. Now you bring it out, you pull the eye bag involved and end it at where it begins, and press Ctrl. When you end it, Ctrl Enter. Now it's going to mark that area. it's going to mark that area. I don't know why is it doing this. It's going to, oops, sorry, I'm coming. Okay, now let's tackle the edges of the eye. The reason why I left the eye side is for you to see how I'm going to do the eye. Now the eye is very delicate. You need to zoom in to do some stuff. Now let me show you. Now let's use a tool here called the polygonal lasso tool, the second one. Now all I'm going to do is to click once and it's going to mark the place. Now I'm going to select a place again, click once again. I don't know why my system is doing this. It's made me to restart my whole stuff and it's doing the same thing again. So click here once again, move to the next place, click once. It's very gradually, you don't need to rush. I'm rushing because I do not want this space for this video to be much. Now at this place here, you cut a little bit of the skin together with it. Now let's join it, and you join it together like this up, and when it is done you press Ctrl Enter like this. Okay, now let me zoom out. Now that place is being highlighted. Why is this stuff like this now? Okay, let's use the tool called lasso tool. Click here. The eye, I want to fix the eye. Lasso tool. So you're going to draw. You click left click without removing, and I don't know why my system is doing this. Now I want to fix the edges of the eye. So we're going to take a little bit of skin together with it too. Now once that is done, I'm going to press Ctrl J. Now when I press Ctrl J, I'm going to press Ctrl without removing my hand. Then click this side here, click this layer 4 here, so it has highlighted the place I selected. It has highlighted it. So the next thing I'll do is to come to this top layer here. Click on filter, then sorry, I don't know if So as I was saying, these edges here, you need to fix it. It needs to align with the skin, and to do that we're going to use lasso tool here. You click on lasso tool. Now it's more like you're drawing here. You're going to press left click without removing your hand and draw the very edges of where the skin mix with the eyeball, and you take a little bit of skin with it, with the eye bag. Okay, once this is done, you press Ctrl Enter. You press Ctrl Enter. I don't know why my system is doing this. I don't know. Once you click Ctrl Enter, you press Ctrl J. Now it's going to move it to the next layer here. This is layer 4. Now you're going to press Ctrl without removing your hand and press left click like this. Now it has highlighted the place we selected. Then come to filter here and oil paint. Click on oil paint. It's going to bring this new layer. Okay, zoom in. So that was the place you highlighted. You're going to make it as smooth as possible. So this stylization, you're going to increase it. Cleanliness, increase it to shine. You're going to reduce shine and press OK. So let's see the difference. Yeah, difference is there, but it's not good enough. So it seems there's something here, right? We're going to fix it, but not now. Now I'll repeat the same thing with this side too. Just select where you could see skin itself. Don't mix it with something else. Where you could see skin. Okay, could see skin here, and take a little bit of eye bag. These rough places, take the all rough places with it. It's going to fix everything. Now once that is done, press Ctrl J again. Now after pressing Ctrl J, this is layer 5. The new layer that came out is layer 5, not layer 4. Layer 5 was the one that came out. Let me undo and show you again. This is I undo. By undoing, I press Ctrl Z to undo. Now I've selected this area, right? Now I'm going to press Ctrl J. Now check this side, what is going to happen at this side. Ctrl J. Now layer 5 is up. Now press Ctrl without removing your hand and left click. Now it highlighted it. Then come to filter, oil paint. Once it is here, increase the stylization, reduce the shine, and press OK. And cleanliness too. Okay, now that is done. Ctrl D to deselect, Ctrl D to remove that sign. Now the next step you're going to take is to do the eye itself. Now to do this, you're going to select only the eye area. You could see the eye. Now this will make the eye look like cartoon kind of. And press, come back here. You know the layer was here before. Now you come back to the original picture, then go to filter, oil paint. Now once it is in oil paint, zoom in. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. So you try to adjust everything. Let me reduce this a bit, reduce this a bit, increase this a bit. Okay. I think it's okay this way. The shine, no, we don't need shine. Any other thing, leave it and press OK. Now the eye has been done. Ctrl D to deselect. Now we're going to try the second eye again. We're still going to adjust some things, but let's finish first. Select here. Select the eye, select the eye, select the eye. Draw. You need to be good at drawing to do this. Now it is here still. Remember, I didn't leave the layer here. If it is left here, it will not work. It will give you wrong result. The layer must be selected at where the image is itself. Now come to filter, oil paint. Let's zoom in, and to zoom in is control and plus sign. Let's see, is it okay like this, or you want to increase? Let's increase a bit. Cleanliness. Okay, let's increase a bit. Okay, let's press OK. Is it recording? Okay, we're recording. Aha. Now it is being done. Now remain this top side also. You're going to draw at this top side also. So let's start from here. Yeah. Now go to filter, oil paint. Zoom in. Reduce it a bit. Reduce this one to a bit and press OK. So you repeat the same thing with the other eye too. Repeat the same thing with the other eye too. Repeat the same thing with the other eye too. Okay. Oil paint. I think I'm okay with it, so I'm going to press OK. So I'm going to wait for it to load. Why is it not loading? Okay, let's see. You could see this area here. It has some rough edges, like some sharp edges. We're going to correct it by, first of all, I'm sorry, I did something just now. Let me undo it for you guys. Okay, let's first of all merge. You know, this stuff was done here, these two. Let me hide it and you will see what I'm saying. You could see it, right? Now for you to merge it with the skin, you just press Ctrl without removing your hand, left click on these two, the two of them, and the third one here. Once that is done, just right click on the middle of any of the three and click link layer. Once that is done, it's going to link the three into one. And oops, it didn't. I'm coming. Sorry, not link, merge layer, not link. You click on merge layer. Now everything is being merged. Now the next thing you're going to do is click on smudge tool. Now you already know where to get the smudge to. Just right click on this and click on smudge. Now zoom in. You're going to merge everything together, so you're just going to brush through where those edges are. You're going to brush through where those edges are. Now we're brushing through them. Brushing through it. I think it looks okay this way. Yeah. Let's brush through this one. Brush through it. So once everything is done, you could use the same method to let me show you this polygonal lasso tool. You could use it to mark this place. Always use it to make your work clean. Use it to highlight this place, like I told you. Highlight it, and when it is, let me try and highlight it then, since it's not showing that stuff. Let me try and highlight it. So we've done the bottom one, now remain the top one. Okay, Okay, Control Enter, then Control J for us to duplicate. Then come to layer here, oil paint. So it's this same oil paint we're gonna use for the the hair. It's what is being used that you would see the hair is somehow like cartoonish or something, coily hair. So it shouldn't be too much or it's going to spoil it. So just try and practice. Now it is there. Now we're going to merge these two together again. Click on Control without removing your hand and click, sorry, I unclicked it, so I'm going to click it again. Click on click on the first one, layer 5, then on the one by the bottom again. Now once that is done, you're going to merge everything together. Merge layer. Now it looks a bit rough here. I can see some edges here, so I'm going to smudge it for it to merge everything together. So let me just merge this area like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, I think that is that. So the next thing I'm going to show you, let's try and do the hair. Now I like this part. Let's do the hair using the Mark Q2. I choose not to use the Mark Q2, polygonal Mark Q2. I want to use another tool. It's called you can use this one if you want. It's going to give you what you want, but for me, what I use for selecting is pen tool. I don't use this one, but because I am teaching someone, I use that one instead. So this is a pen tool, so I'm going to use pen tool for this one. So let me still show you how pen tool works. You're going to press click once, then move to the next place you want it to, then click again. Now you could bend it like this, bend it like this. The way I'm bending, I'm clicking left click without removing my hand. That way I could bend it. It's just like a plastic ruler. You know, you can bend it left and right. Exactly. That's how this one works too. So I'm pressing my left hand without removing it to give me that feel. So this is what I use most times. So I'm going to select this area here. Oops, sorry. Okay, so this cartoon itself is not that difficult once you're able to get it, and for you to start making money with it is very easy. Just open a Facebook page, do a very good design, and do a sponsored ad. Now a sponsored ad is an advertisement that you pay for. You pay Facebook to show the advert. Now the good part about advert on Facebook is that you can target your audience. Like for me, the way I get my audience is I target you're going to tell it, okay, only show this to photographers or graphic designers. So I target graphic designers. That's how I get my clients for training and for designs too. So once that is clicked, everything like this, you press Ctrl Enter. Once that is done, the next thing you're going to do is Ctrl J. Ctrl J. Now when you want to oil paint hair, mostly oil paint is being used for hair. Now if you want to oil paint, you should make the image itself very sharp. Now to do that, click on the hair that we separated. This is the hair, we've separated it, this is it. Then come to before that, click on Control without removing your hand and left click on this image layer 6. So it's going to select it. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is to come to this area here that says normal, then come to linear light. Okay, once that is done, come to filter again, then others, high pass. Okay, it's too sharp. Let's reduce it a bit. Okay, I think it's okay this way. Now you've made it sharp, which is good. Now you're going to merge it back together again. So to do that, just press Ctrl without removing your hand and click on the lower layer. And once that is done, click right click, then click on merge layer. Now once that is done, you've clicked on merge layer, come to filter, click on filter, and press oil paint like this. This is very magic. Wow, you could see a result already without even doing anything yet. Now you could adjust it by using the stylization depending on what you want. You could make it more coily, or you could leave it like this, or you could increase it. Let me leave it like this, then press OK. Always remember to reduce this shine. It usually spoils. I don't like it. Reduce the shine, and you could play around with the buttons, but the most important buttons here is these two, this one and this one. Once you get that, the rest is easy, and press OK. Now it's going to load. This oil paint takes a lot of RAM. Now you could see the result already, how the hair is. So we're not done with the skin. Oops, I jumped, but let me finish the hair here first. We're not done with the skin, even the nose, even the mouth, we're not done yet. Now let's zoom in. There's still another place where there's hair, which is this place. So I'm going to select it. And when you're selecting the hair here, do not select inside the hair, leave space outside a bit. I would explain later why. Leave a space outside. All these small tips are what makes your art stand out. The eye, the nose, like I told you, do not look down on anything here. Now okay, let's make it sharper, which is Ctrl J. Normal, then go to linear light like I showed you earlier, then filter, high pass. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Okay, now click on, before you merge everything together, you should press Ctrl and click on it so that it should mark it. Then once that is done, then press Ctrl again and click the one below like this. Okay, now merge layer. Now it is being merged. Now let's go to filter, oil paint. Okay, let me adjust it a bit. Okay, I'll press OK. Now that is it. Now we're gonna do the second. You could see lines here. We're gonna adjust it. Let's finish first. Let me do the second one. like I said, don't select where there's hair. Leave space a bit. Once you've selected, press Ctrl. You could use the Marquee tool for my polygonal Marquee tool for this selection. And how did I bring the polygonal Marquee tool? I right clicked here. Once it is on top, right click or double click. It's going to bring it out. Right click, sorry. And okay, let me make this one sharper. Oops, linear light. Oops, error. Okay, I'm supposed to duplicate first before putting linear light. Okay, I've duplicated. I'm sorry, I said duplicated. Yeah, so duplicated. Then linear light, and come to filter here. Others, high pass. Okay, press OK. Then press Ctrl before I merge on this first one, then the second one too, then press merge, then right click and press merge, and that is being merged. Now come to filter here again, oil paint. So I'm cool with it, just press OK. Always try and save your work. As you do gradual work, save, and to do that is Ctrl S. So let me just save, because CS6 crashes a lot, and once it does, you're going to restart from scratch. So I've just saved my work. In case it's scratch, I'll just resume from here. Now you could see the edge, there's a little bit of lines at the edge. Now to correct that, I just need to come to this tool here, smudge tool. I'll just okay. Now let's brush to the side. You could see everything is being balanced, right? Everything is being balanced. Yeah. So you could see it's been balanced already. Now you could do the same thing with the shirt itself, but I won't do that. Let me just finish the nose. For the sake of the video, although I might still do the nose, but let me finish. Now you have to be very careful here. You could see that I'm following it like this, right? You have to be very careful. Okay, now the mouth itself, I think we're gonna use oil paint for the mouth. Let's use oil paint for the mouth. Let's use oil paint for the mouth. So just adjust it to your preferred taste. Okay. So that is it. So I've done the mouth. Now the skin, I told you we're not done with the skin, right? We're not done with the skin at all. So to do the skin, now press, there's this button here. It's called I think it's an empty layer. This one, second to the last. Once that has been pressed, you press Shift F5. Now once that has been done, again come to this first one that you see, use, click on it, then gray, 50% gray, and press OK. Oh no, this is for dodge and burn. Sorry, I mistake it for something else. This is for dodge and burn. So for you to oil paint, what you're going to do is use brush tool, and to use brush tool, it is being brought up by pressing letter B on your keyboard. Now this is a brush tool, and you can press it here or just press letter B. And now once that has been done, you come here. This is the I think this is at this center of it, this button here. Click on it, come here, click on solid color. Now you're going to select the skin color. Sorry, okay, it's going to bring this black stuff, and press OK. No problem, press OK. Then click on this white stuff here and press Ctrl Delete. Okay, then come back to this black stuff here, double click on this black first one. Now it's going to ask you which skin color you want to put. Now look for the light part of the skin here. Let's copy from there. I want to select the skin tone. Now press OK. Now the box is here. You need to come back to this black one, click on this black one again. Now once that is done, you're going to brush on the skin, just the skin, just the skin. Brush on it. Don't let it enter the eye or any other place, just the skin. Now let me show you the result of this. Come here and click here and click on color. Now you could see the differences. Now just continue brushing. You could see it's having that cartoon feel, right? Now brush every part of the skin. Wherever you see skin, brush it. Don't brush anything apart from skin. I could see some spaces here. This stuff too, it's part of what gives your work quality. So depending on the color you picked, sometimes you need to adjust the color. The color might spoil your picture. So when you're selecting, make sure you select a good color. This nose is not well smudged. I could see it's not looking like cartoon or something. It's not well smudged. So make sure everywhere is being painted. And this smudging is not a good job. Take time while you're smudging. Take time while you're smudging, because it's going to affect your work. Now I think I'm done with my painting of the skin. let me click this first one, click it. Okay, let me adjust the skin color. Let me adjust it. Okay, I think this one is better. I press OK. Let's see before and after of this. Oops. Let's see the before and after. You can notice the difference, right? This cartoon, I don't think is cartoonish enough. I'm just rushing for the sake of space and the time and the space is going to occupy. I've not painted, I've not smudged the neck. I would have done the neck too. So once that is done, we're going to move to the next stage of what I will call dodge and burn. Now the dodge and burn is going to bring out this highlight. It's going to give you this cartoon feel, and to do that you're going to press this empty layer, which is the second to the last layer here. Click it. Now once that is done, what else? Click on Shift F5. Is going to bring this, and click this first layer here, first button here, and look for 50% gray. Now after that you're going to press OK. Everything is going to be gray. Now the next thing you're going to do is to come here, this side here, click it. Click it, go to soft light, click on soft light. Once that is done, then you come to this place, the tool after dodge, smudge brush. Notice this is a smudge brush, right? The next one beneath it, and you right click. Now you're going to see dodge and burn. Now dodge is for highlights, the burn is for dark places. Let's do the dark side first. Now for you to have good result of this dodge and burn, I would advise you turn the picture into black and white. Now to do that, click on this layer here, the one beneath the first layer 9, this one, and change it to black and white. Where's black and white? Okay, this is black and white. Now you're going to see the dark place and the light place. Now for this one here, now let's go back to our tool. Our tool here is burn tool. Now this burn tool, click on it. Now come to this dark side here and paint on the dark side. Is it working? Oops, this layer here is on black and white. I'm supposed to click it here, bring it back here. Now I'm going to, whoa, the dark is too much. Now I'm going to reduce it. How do I reduce it? It is here. Let me check if this stuff is recording. Okay. How do I change it? It is being changed, reduced here. Click this side and reduce it. Okay, I think it's okay. Now go back to layer 9, click it. Now my target is the dark side here, the dark side here, the dark side, the dark side here, dark side. So anywhere I notice is being dark or something, I'm gonna, this exposure is too much, let me reduce it. Make sure you reduce that as much as possible. There's no need for it to be super dark or something. Anywhere I see dark shadow, yeah, this, what's his name, burn tool is for, just like the name burn, anything that burns is going to be black. So everywhere you could see shadow, you're going to paint it. This small thing you're seeing is what makes images pop, a cartoon pop. I could see dark place here too. Could see dark place here too. Could see dark place here too. And this side too here. Let's see dark result. See dark result. And on the other side too. Now once that is done, you're going to change the tool from a burn tool to dodge tool. Now this dodge tool is the opposite. Now you're going to target where there is light. Now make sure you reduce this exposure to at least 13. But for me, when I'm cartooning, I reduce it to 30, as low as 30, because I'll take my time to do my cartoon to give me better results. So I advise you to do the same thing. Reduce the stuff, and where you see this, especially the nose, make sure you put plenty of it. It's going to give you this pop image. You could even increase it here to make, let me tell you places you're going to make it pop. You see the cheek, the nose, especially the nose, the mouth. This side has light, the mouth too here has, is a bit light, and this side too a bit light too. Let me reduce it now. There's light here too. So where there's light, you go to where there's light, and for the burn tool, where there's dark, you put where there's dark also. Now I think that is done. Let's now, once you're done with that, you come here, this black and white, then click on this button here that has high, click on it to hide it. Now you could see the result already. You could see some changes. Let's see the before and after of that dodge and burn that we just did. You could see the differences. So just take your time. I think I did a cartoon of this boy. Yeah, it's my wallpaper. You could see the result here is different. It's the one I use for my wallpaper, although this one is not really looking good, or what will I say. But although, because I'm just doing training, so I'll take my time if it was that stuff. Now once that is done, you could give it color. Like you could give it this skin texture color, and to do that, just press this second to last place here, create new layer, then go to brush. Then once you're in brush, click here and look for pink slash purple. So that's this. It's going to give you this cute feeling. Click it. Okay, now let me zoom out a bit. Okay, now let me brush through here. What I'm doing doesn't make sense, right? And where else is usually pink? The nose. And you can use the pink for shadows also. You use the pink for shadows. There's a shadow here. There's shadow here too. Now once that is done, come here. Should I change it to color? Let me look at color. Reduce the opacity. Reduce. Increase it a bit. Once that is done, then come to filter here. Blur, Gaussian blur. And once that is done, increase it a bit. As you're increasing it, you're looking at it. Is it increasing and you're looking at it if it is okay? No. You can see the skin is looking somehow reddish or something. And press OK. And press OK. You could see the skin here. It's looking reddish, like it is real or something. Now, to adjust that, you could increase the result or reduce this layer here. And to do that, just click on it, then click here, increase and reduce to your preferred satisfaction. So that's it. What else? I think that's it. If you have any question, just let me know. You could reach me out. Now I could see this side here, the skin color is even reaching the hair. Now what I'm going to do is click here, then, or I could click here, then use eraser tool, and to use eraser tool it is E. Now once that is there, come here, then clean it here, clean. Yeah, I think that is that about this whole stuff. Okay, so that's it. That's how to cartoon. Let's make the lips pink a bit, and the eye also. I want to make it this second eye. We didn't remember. Let me quickly do this eye. Let me save first. I just saved my work, so every second you should do the same thing too. Let me quickly do the eye. It seems I forgot to do it or something happened. So oil paint, oil paint. Let me do the second eye. Now these are small things, but these small things matters a lot. Now I'm going to make the eye pop out, and if you, in case as a graphic designer, you should know that anywhere you see blue, any place you see blue and it is white, bluish plus white, is going to give you this good feel. So to do that, change your tool to brush tool, then this color here to blue/white. Where is blue? Blue/white. Okay, now let me create. To do that, make sure it's on another layer. Now to create new layer, this second to the last. Okay, let me brush through inside the eye. Inside the eye. For better result, I do prefer you. Okay, now once that is done, click here, then press color. Now let's check the differences. There is differences, you won't notice it, but there is. Now come here to brush it. Brush it. That's the eye. Now it's blue now. Now let's do for the lips. Let's make it pink. Now click here, new layer again, and okay, brush tool, then change the color to pinkish or reddish. Brush to okay. Change it to soft. Color. Oops, that color is not good. Let me change it. Let me just leave it. Then reduce the opacity. Reduce. I think it's okay. So the lips is been given color, but usually it should be red. It should be reddish, not pink. So that's just it. And you save your work. And how to save is come to file here, save as. It's going to ask you the name. Let's save it as boy. Now the format is going to ask you which format. Click here, look for JPEG. Now JPEG, let me spell it for you. There are 2 JPEG here, in fact 3 JPEG. The first one, the one that has the option of JPG, the first JPEG out of the 3 JPEGs. Now let me spell JPEG for you. It is JPEG, JPEG. Then select your preferred saving location and press save. It's going to ask you this, drag this side to the last side here, to the last one here, and press OK. Now that is done. You just check your design itself. Okay, I think this is it. This is what we just did. My system is super slow. Damn. Okay, so this is the result. We're supposed to smudge this one to oil paint. What I mean by oil paint, the way we did the hair, you're going to do it with the clothes for it to give it complete cartoon. Let me check the one I did with my time without rushing. Okay, this is it. Without rushing, I did this one. So it was because I was rushing, I didn't could see the difference. Could see the lips. See the lips here. It has this soft feel. So this was the one I did without rushing. You could see the shirt. I oil painted the shirt. So that is it about that. I do believe you know how to change backgrounds also. If you do not know how to change background, let me know. Thank you.